You don't need a PhD in phonics to teach your child to read. My name is Danae Aboa. I'm a reading specialist, and welcome to our Learn to Read series. It's perfect for brand new readers and struggling readers. If you're new here, head here to check out lesson 1. And if you're all caught up on the lessons already, let's keep going. Welcome back to workout 4. You are on a roll. All right, make sure that you've got your reading coach with you. Give them a high five and say, "Here we go, coach." All right, today we are introducing a new letter. This is the letter D, and D is going to make the D sound. Just like the letter B, we want to make sure that we don't stretch out that sound and go duh. D doesn't say duh, it says D, as short as possible. Take a look at your reading coach and try to make the shortest D sound that you can. All right, are you ready to find out our game for today? Today's game is called Oddball. Oddball is played by, I'm going to give you 4 words, and one of those words is not going to start with the D sound. So 3 of them will start with D, and one of them will be an oddball. And I want to see if you can find out which word is the oddball word. So here's your list of 4 words. Dolphin, dirt, captain, dig. Which of those 4 words is the oddball? Which one does not start with a D sound? Dolphin, dirt, captain, dig. Did you say captain? Well done. It is captain. Dolphin, D, D. Dirt, D, D. Captain, K, K. Dig, D, D. All right. So your coach has some words to try to see if you can figure out the oddball in each set. Go ahead and do that now. Did you find all the oddball words? It's pretty tricky, eh? Okay, so for this next activity, we have done this one before, but with a different sound. So what your reading coach is going to do is going to give you the beginning sound, and they're going to ask you to add that to an ending part. So they might say add D to eep, and you will make the word D, eep, D, eep. You'll make the word deep. So go ahead and add that D sound to the beginning with your reading coach, and they're going to let you know what to add it to. All right, I think we are ready to start putting more sounds together to make some words. What do you think? Okay, so we've got 4 letters in our toolbox that we can use to make sounds and put them into words. So again, they're going to probably not make a whole lot of sense, but that's okay. Let's take these 3 sounds and see if we can put them all together into one word. So I'm going to use our new sound, D. I'm going to use, do you remember what that one said? Ah, very good. And our first letter that we learned, C, says K. Excellent. Now let's say all the sounds together by pointing at them first. A, K. And now I'm going to try to blend them together as I run my finger along. Dak. Dak. Again, a nonsense word, but that's okay. So you've got a couple more examples to try. Have fun putting those together to make really funny words. Okay, let's try stretching out a word and finding how many sounds we can find within that word. So let's start with the word deep again. And we're going to see how many sound parts it actually has. So I'm going to remember to touch my chin for each sound that I hear within the word. Be careful not to say deep, because D is not the sound, isn't it? That's 2 sounds put together, D and E. So I need to separate that. I need to stretch it out further and make sure I'm getting all the sounds tapped out. So D, E, P, D, E, P. That sounds like 3 sounds to me. Go ahead and do the one in your workout with your reading coach. All right, we are ready to put our pencils into action again. So remember, anytime that you hear D within a word, you now know how to spell it because it's got a D within it, right? Okay, so again, our magic C shows up. Again, look what's within this letter. We've got a C right here. So that's really going to help us to make our letter D. We're going to start with the C again and say the sound D, D, D. There's our beautiful C. And just like the B, we're gonna start way up here and we're gonna make a straight line and we're gonna try to connect it to the edges of our magic C. So here we go, straight down, I'm gonna say D, D, D. Again, magic C, start at the top line, drop down, D, D, D. Now, sometimes we get a little bit mixed up because B and D look so much the same. One has a line on this side, one has a line on the other side. How can we remember which one is which? A really good way to remember this is thinking about what your mouth looks like when you say each of those letters. So, when I say the sound B for B, my lips almost look like a straight line, don't they? Right before I say it, I close my lips together and they make almost a straight line. B. So I'm going to remember that, what my mouth looks like right before I say the letter B. And because my mouth looks like a line, I'm going to draw a line first. So my line comes first for the letter B. Now when I say this sound D for D, what does your mouth look like when you say that? Is it again a straight line with lips closed? D. No, it actually looks more like a circle, doesn't it? D. I keep my mouth open for that one. So I'm going to start with a open circle on this side and my line is going to be on the other side. So that's a really good way if you're finding that you're mixing those up a lot of times. Just really focus on what your mouth looks like before you say the letter to remember which one is which. You can do this within reading too. As you're reading across, if you see the line first, make a line with your mouth. B. Oh, it's the letter B. And if you're reading across and you see the circle first, make a circle with your mouth. D. And you know that your mouth needs to stay open for that letter. I hope that helps you keep your B's and your D's straight. All right, go ahead and practice writing your letter D's and remember to keep that magic C perfect within the lines and keep D as a nice tall letter starting at the top. You've got it.